Physiology is the field of medicine devoted specifically to the diagnosis, prevention, and treatment of mental disorders. Patients seeking physi- physia- physiatric help exhibit symptoms such as panic attacks, hallucinations, hallucination, hallucinations, thoughts of suicide, extreme mood swings, significant tiredness, and excessive worrying. Even though there are numerous treatments that can be applied to alleviate mental disorders, disorders are divided into only five categories: mood, anxiety, personality, psychotic, and substance-induced disorders. Intriguingly, intrigu, intriguing, intriguingly, 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 intrigu, intriguingly, intriguingly. I don't know. This categorization has remained largely unchanged for many years. This is despite the fact that psy- psychiatric, psychiatric, psy- psychiatric treatments have developed drastically over the last several decades, corresponding with a sharp reduction in the volume of hospitalizations for psychiatric, psychi, 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 psychiatric patients. Psychiatry, 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 psychiatry. This may sound a bit dumb, but I often confuse psychology with psycha, psychiatry. I often confuse psychology with psychiatry. Devoted. Hey, how do I know if my boyfriend will still be devoted to me in the future? My dad devoted a lot of time to teaching me how to read and write. Specifically, I came back to this restaurant specifically for the garlic bread. Can you be more specific? Diagnosis. What was the doctor's diagnosis? She was diagnosed with diabetes. 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 Oh, okay. Prevention. What's the best prevention of diabetes? Eating well and exercising daily will prevent you from getting sick. Mental, 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 mental. Oh, I really don't have the mental capacity to discuss it. English studies can be a long journey, so you need to be mentally prepared. At the end of the day, whether you can succeed largely depends on your mentality. Disorder. What's the best way to help people with mental disorders? I can't believe he got charged with disorderly conduct. He's usually such a nice guy. Patient. I don't know why, but I get a lot more patience on weekends compared to weekends. Why are you so impatient? Your order is coming. Symptom. The volatility. The volatility in the stock market is a symptom of deeper economic issues. Attack. Every time I think about the deadline, I have a bit of a panic attack. Hallucination. I thought I saw Yukari on the train, but it must have been a hallucination. 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 Difficult. Suicide. The suicide rate has dropped dramatically over the last few decades, but it's still too high. Yukiko, no, Yukio Mishima was Japan's most famous post-war novelist, but he publicly committed suicide after failing to overthrow the government. Tiredness. I don't know if it's tiredness or hunger, but I feel a bit groovy right now. I'm so tired of fighting with my boyfriend. Worry. I try not to worry too much about things that I can't control. I'm worried about you. Alleviate. Drinking more won't alleviate your heartbreak. Category. Do you think we should sort these books by category or by age? I don't know why, but I categorized my apps by color. I can categorically say that this information is not correct. Mood. I've been in a great mood lately because I'm getting married soon. She's just too moody. One second she's happy, the next second she's grumpy. Anxiety. My anxiety about public speaking comes from a lack of practice. She is anxious about everything. She thinks about the worst scenario for each and every situation. Personality. I like meeting people with personalities that are different from my own because it broadens my perspective. I don't think we should do it, but that's just my personal opinion. Personally, I don't care who he's dating. Substance. Shane's good speaker, but what he says usually doesn't have a lot of substance. Induce. Telling our customers about how their details have been leaked will only induce panic. So we should delay the announcement until we find out who is responsible. Intrig- intriguingly, intri- intriguingly, 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 intriguingly. Okay. Intriguingly, most people don't know Facebook owns Instagram and WhatsApp. I can't tell where you are from, but your accent is intriguing. Intriguing. Okay. Unchanged. Unchanged. Uh, the best thing about my neighborhood is that it's remained unchanged since I moved here. I always give change to homeless people when I can. Her transplant surgery was a total game changer for my dad. Drastically. Her hairstyle has changed drastically since I last saw her. Correspond. Sadly, my Snapchat views don't correspond with my Twitter followers. I think confidently I think I think confidentiality. I think confidentiality in prisoner correspondence with legal counsel is important. Sharp. There was a sharp increase in our sales thanks to a popular YouTube talking about our products. YouTuber. Let's meet at 5 o'clock sharp. The number of robberies has decreased sharply since the introduction of these new laws. Reduction. It says here that this drug is effective in very fat reduction, but it still sounds a bit fishy to me. There are many ways to reduce our impact on the environment, so there's really no excuse to do nothing. I have reduced income now because I worked a lot less, but my life is so much better. Volume, volume, volume. We can either increase sales volumes or increase prices, but we won't be able to do both. For the ceremony, I'm going to wear a voluminous silk dress. Thrilled, excited, ecstatic, 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 pleased, delighted, glad, chill, amused, eager, inspired, grateful, resentful, mad, furious, envious, jealous, annoyed, enraged, irritated, irritated, fed up, disgust, bothered, cheated, betrayed, scornful, lonely, guilty, embarrassed, ashamed, humiliated, depressed, empty, disappointed, pessimistic, 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 regretful, 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 uneasy, upset, distressed, shocked, cautious, 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 hesitant, scared, alarmed, startled, speechless, flustered, 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 panicked, shaken, rattled, 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 spoked, spoked,